is Gabriel Romanek, and thank you for tuning in to another episode of Talking Life. This episode is going to be probably called something like, "Are we all entrepreneurs?" Question mark. Well, I got to enjoy a fantastic weekend with two of my buddies, Jared and Brian. Hopefully you're watching. We had an awesome weekend over at the National Achievers Wealth Summit, one of the venues here in Atlanta. It was so cool. After years of following Tony Robbins, his work, watching his documentary on Netflix, which definitely check out. It's called "I'm Not Your Guru." It's life changing. After years of listening to his tapes, watching the videos, listening to the motivation, and then applying strategies into my own life, it's changed my life for the better. And it was really incredible to just actually be there in his presence in a crowd of 7,000, and all of us being in sync together. Bye. Not that kind of in sync. It was amazing. The reason why I'm like looking away from the camera is because like I'm remembering just like being there and feeling what I was feeling, like arms in the air, and then at one point hands over the heart to feel the joy and the gratitude of having something that was given to us before even the brain was created. Like your heart was there before the brain. It's pretty beautiful. So anyway, being there in the presence of all these people, including Grant Cardone, Dean Graziosi, Russell Brunson, Sherry Tree, lots of people, man, it was just inspiring, and it caused a mind shift, just a shift in the brain where it's like, where is my life at right now? Where do I want it to be? And what do I need to do or stop doing in order to get there? So it made me wonder, like, are we all like natural born entrepreneurs? So yesterday I was doing a live webinar. One was through Bob Proctor, and after listening to him, I realized, I like recalled all these times in my life where I like found ways of selling things or giving of myself. Like let's see, like, yeah. Have you ever like put up a lemonade stand or just tried to sell water or whatever? Just be on the street and with your parents and like, oh yeah, 25 cents a cup or something. That counts. I remember at least for 6 months or so, my buddy Kaz, what's up Kaz? My buddy Kaz and I, we wanted to go to Russia for I think it was about a 2-3 week trip with our scout organization, but him and I personally just couldn't afford it. Parents not that well off, so we're one of those kids, a part of the group, and the organization worked out a deal where it's like if we could raise money for our trip, we would be able to go. So we decided to start cooking this thing called pirashki, which is basically like, it's bread filled. I'm sorry, it's kind of like a pierogi, but it's more so bread, not pasta, and it's got usually a bunch of awesome fillings. Anyway, we found a recipe from one of his relatives, and we started cooking this ourselves. Days, I mean, we would spend nights, I'm telling you, like, so busy cooking hundreds of these things to sell them at our church, and we ended up making enough where we could go to Russia, and it was really cool. So I thought of that. I remember I think being 11 years old and going into a place where you would have the trash and the recycle and all that, and every now and then you would find some good stuff. Yeah, all right, fine, I'm admitting I was a dumpster diver, but hey, guess what? I found a lot of cool crap in there, and some of it I either kept for myself or I was able to sell, get a profit, and yeah. But I found like 12 boxes of these comic books. It took me a long time to finally sell them, but age 11, I think I sold them by the time I was 23, and I made about $600 off them. And they weren't even that great comic books. They were like independent comic books. So yeah, I did that. I mean, even this, I mean, doing Talking Life, I mean, I've not done it enough in the last few years, just because, sometimes you just doubt yourself. You're like, no one's watching. Um, so does anyone really care? But, now I'm just realizing more and more it's an opportunity for me to share my life experience and even my current thoughts, and it could resonate with whoever's watching, could resonate with you, and for some reason maybe cause a spark or a shift in your own mind where it helps you out. So that I now being a working actor, before, while I was still like, I only had booked one or two roles, and I didn't want to know that I would have to go back to working in a restaurant. So I'm like, what else can I do? And at that time, I was going through, I guess, some sort of like loneliness or something. But I'm like, man, I want a dog. I want a dog. I want a companion or something like that. And I just couldn't. My lifestyle wouldn't allow it, and it just wouldn't be fair. It wouldn't be fair to the dog, being gone for 20 hours a day or whatever. So I decided, well, when I was a kid, I would walk one of the dogs. Only just one of the dogs. So I'm like, what if I just start doing that now? I put an ad on Craigslist, and I ended up walking dogs. At one point, it got to like 4 dogs a week, and I was making some good extra money that I could work at my own pace, my own schedule, and it really helped out. So stuff like that. I mean, listen, I would end up selling things on Craigslist and eBay and Let Go through Facebook Marketplace. I sold stuff for my grandmother, sold things for my mom, sold my own things, just because we end up accumulating a lot of crap through our lives, and we're like, well, we gotta hang on to it. Why do you have to hang on to it? I forgot where I learned this from, but basically, if you have mental clutter, that clutter tends to be in your physical life as well. So if you're unorganized in your own living space, chances are you're unorganized up here. So the more you let go of the things you don't need, especially if you're not using and they're just collecting dust, get rid of them. You'll feel so much better. You'll be able to think better. You'll be able to breathe and enjoy your days better. So anyway, without going through the rest of this list, it's like I realized from being a kid until now, like I've done things that qualify as being an entrepreneur, but I just never saw it as being one. I'm like, okay, I guess I just was utilizing talents or gifts that I either was born with or that I learned throughout my life. And I figured, how many of you have had those kind of things? Really think about it. Really think about it. Did you have that lemonade stand? Have you sold things for either other people, or like gone to yard sales, gotten things like really cheap, but then like maybe you refurbish it a little bit and then you resell, you make a good profit. Have you done this kind of stuff? Do you have a unique gift? I'm assuming you do, because I believe we all do. Do you have it, and are you aware of your unique gift that you could share with your family, your friends, your community, your church, your the school, the classes, the people in your classes, the current workplace that you're at right now, or the world? Do you have a unique thing that you could share? It's a good thing to ask yourself. And one of the other webinars that I was a part of yesterday, it had Tony Robbins and Dean Graziosi, and they just launched a pretty cool new program that I'm going to be signing up for, because it's really cool. It's like you get to share the knowledge that you've learned in your own life and share it with people who actually want to know about it and want to learn more and can benefit from it. And so I just want you to ask yourselves, like, am I an entrepreneur? What qualities do I have that qualify me to be one? It's really cool. And if you ever take the time to just, either if you're sitting at home or outside going for a walk, keep your phone at home, just ask yourself these questions, like just like I was, like, where am I right now? Where do I want to go? And fill in the gap of like what do I need to remove from my life? What habits do I need to replace? What bad habits do I need to replace? What people do I need to remove from my inner circle? And that includes family as well. What steps do I need to take? What challenges do I need to implement into my life in order to get to where I want to be? I mean, even cold showers. It's kind of random, but I just thought about it because I started doing that because, oh man, this guy that I follow on Instagram, he did like a weekly challenge where it's like every single day you take a cold shower. Tony Robbins does a cold plunge every single morning at this event. He's like, every single morning that I wake up, that is the first thing that I do. I mean, he might fart, or something. That might be one of the first things. Oh, geez, Tony, sorry. But yeah, just like challenging yourself, doing new things that are uncomfortable, because that kind of stuff will make you grow. You will be different. You will welcome change into your life. All these good things that you want into your life, you will attract into your life by doing things that make you uncomfortable and that challenge your mind, your spirit, your soul. So yeah, this week I dare you to challenge yourself to figure out what makes you tick, what is your unique gift that you can share with the world, and what new habits you can start today, tomorrow morning. Yeah, screw it. How about tomorrow morning, okay? And by the way, if you haven't read any of Tony Robbins' books, this is the first one that I read from him, Unlimited Power. Yeah, it's fantastic. I just ordered 2 more of his books, and I'm about to start his Ultimate Edge program too. This is the kind of stuff you need to be doing in order to change things. You can't keep doing the same thing over and over and over again and expecting a different result. I think that was Albert Einstein that said that, So I believe in you. I believe that whatever you want to do, you can do it, you can achieve it. So it's time that you start believing in yourself too. Take care. Thanks for watching.